everybody. It's Glenda again. Like it or not, I know you love me. Joe's in the other room doing his thing. So you guys have been asking some really good questions lately. Unfortunately, I don't have the answers. But I know a lot of you have been wondering where I get these little brushes like these fine ones like that. And I ordered them from Walmart, but the brand, I don't remember the brand, and I don't think I have. I might have some left in the package, but I don't know if the brand name's even on the package. Some things will put the brand name on the, on the thing, but these don't. But I do love them. And then I've got a whole big thing of, well, this is just one. They're all different sizes. And there's some bigger than this and some smaller. And those, a whole rolled up package of, I can't remember if I think I got those from Amazon. Still, no brand. They don't put brand names on. I don't know why. And the rest of what I've got is all just stuff that's gathered over the years. But I do like to use a lot of the thinner ones, but that's mainly for me. I do like the fact that they do small strokes, but also because I shake a lot. That's why it's called shaking hands art. And if I'm doing lines and stuff, smaller lines and stuff, they do help. Now this one, I think it was in some kind of, probably some little package that went with some set. But the bristles are kind of stiff and short on this, and so I don't have a fan brush. That's the one thing but I do like to use this one for when I'm doing grass, because I get that kind of thin stroke. It kind of, I don't know, someday when I do grass, you'll see. A lot of you have seen me use it already. But anyway, I like that for grass because it kind of gives that linear thing, and I could do a couple different colors because grass isn't all one color. I need to kind of get a lot of that out of there. These need to have a thing coming up the center. I really need to get some stems down there. There's something that looks like stems. The lilies I'm not so worried about because the stems would be behind them, but anyway. So I've got some work to do, and so I'm gonna do it. Now on big things like this, I use the larger brushes, but I think you probably saw that. Okay, Joe got me all set up. He's sweet, isn't he? He got me all set up before we ever started. Yeah, I've never really never thought about what style I do, except that Joe says, your style is shaking hands, and it's like, okay. Because I do shake, and that's why I use the smaller brushes a lot. lilies being so big, I needed to increase the size of the calla lilies anyway. A little bit more here, and then I'm going to give it a rest until it's, I don't like the way these calla lilies look at all. I didn't want them looking like rabbit ears, but I don't want them looking crazy either. I think this is probably the best looking one right here. Sorry guys, I got to working and forgot to turn the record back on. Left it on standby. Trying to fill in with just a few leaves before we put put the ferns on, because I don't want to have to put another zinnia in there. Zinnia, why do I keep saying zinnia? Lily. I took some of that extra large out there, and I put some of the zinnia back in here, because they needed to be a little bigger, but I got them way too much bigger and too weird looking. So I think they'll be okay now. I do need to cover some stuff with more white that's still kind of showing up. Ooh, that had something in it. Glad it only touched my fingers. But I'm gonna let it rest. It needs to rest. The calla lilies, you don't see them with leaves. Not when they're in a bouquet. I don't know if it'd be safe to bring another leaf down through here. I just don't really want to do that. Do need to get rid of some of that green. This green. Well, hopefully I've improved it and not made it worse. But next we'll do ferns and hopefully fill it out a little more. I don't want to go all the way to the top because I'm not all the way to the bottom here, but we can go maybe up about this far. Maybe a couple inches. And I'm going to have to take a look at the ferns and the sizes that we need. I'm thinking out loud, but if you have any other thoughts to what I might do, please let me know. Somebody has asked for a cascade of flowers, and I said, I think I can do that. It won't be on a huge canvas like this. It'll be probably more on either an 8x10 or something. I don't know if I've got anything bigger than an 8x10 left. So, but I would, I'd like to try a cascade of roses. I think that would be pretty cool. Holy cow. Well, leave it to me to try something totally out of the box, because I've never seen calla lilies in this kind of a arrangement before. I don't know that much about them other than pictures. And they do make beautiful bridal bouquets. So, I'm going to say goodnight. Got one little, not a squeak. Anyway. Smile and wave, there's yours. When you get out and about, give somebody else a nice smile and wave. Cheer up their day. Oh, let you know a little bit about what happened here last night. A lot of noise. Oh boy. Up until about 2 o'clock this morning. And if it went past that, I fell asleep. But I don't usually sleep when the storms are like that because I might have to put my portable oxygen on if the electricity goes out. And Joe gives me a flashlight in case I need that to find it. So anyway, but we had some thunder and lightning around here last night. Shook this house. I'm not saying like sounded like it did. It actually shook the house. I don't think there was much damage around here that anybody could see. If it was probably more outside of town. But yeah, it was an experience. It's not the first time that's ever happened, but it's not usual that it doesn't usually shake the house like that. Anyway, I love you all. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you Tuesday. We'll be putting them ferns in.